Hello, everybody. My name is Tessa, and I'm going to be doing a massage for Chelsey today. We're going to be doing a massage for general relaxation and getting some relief to stiff necks. So I'm going to go ahead and actually start with some just gentle scalp massage. And I'm of course going to wait to put oil on to my hands. And whenever I go in for a massage, I like to introduce my touch. I don't like to just, rush anything. And I just start with nice, firm pressure, but not too much. And when you're doing scalp massage, you want to make sure that the hair isn't pulled along the scalp. So sometimes I'll just go in and kind of fluff up the hair a little bit. And just doing little circles with all of my fingers. And again, just make sure that you're not pulling the hair too much. Just can fluff up the hair. And you can just work your way around the scalp. This is a really nice way to start your massage if your client is feeling a little more stressed or feeling a little anxious. And just remembering to breathe as you give the massage. This is a really nice little move that usually feels really good. You can just hold along each side of the ear and kind of slide your fingers up along the temple. And again, just be careful not to pull the hair. And stopping along the temple in little circles. And you can actually tell if someone might be clenching their jaw a little bit or is in the habit of that by if this area is really tight. You can kind of work your way into the jaw a little bit. Just going in with really gentle pressure. Going into the forehead always feels really nice. Doing like a C shape and holding on the temples. Doing this a few times. And just using nice firm pressure without being too hard. If your friend or client is really tight, you can just linger here a little longer and do little, almost invisible circles. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Chelsey's neck. And I'm using almond oil. I'm a big fan of almond oil. using the right amount of oil, not too much, not too little. And working my way up the neck, the upper trap muscles and the scalene muscles, just warming everything up. Doing nice, slow strokes, not going too fast. And right now I'm kind of scanning Chelsey's neck with my fingers, just feeling what side feels tighter, what muscle groups feel tighter. And Chelsey's occipital ridge along there feels a little contracted, so I'm going to do some gentle compressions with my fingers to start, just pressing along that occipital ridge. And I'm not doing max pressure. On a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like 4. So I start on the inside and work my way out towards the ears. I'll kind of run my fingers up about 3 times. Okay. So I'll start with my hands close together, the inside of the neck, and then work my way along that occipital ridge up towards the ears. Just warming everything up. And once everything feels like it's responding, I'll do little circles on each side, increasing my pressure a little bit. It really just depends on the person that you're working on. Some people like more pressure. And if the muscle starts to grip, you know that the muscle's just not ready for more pressure. You can ease up. So I found a couple spots that are a little more tight, so not being mechanical about it, really listening to what's going on in Chelsey's neck and spending a little more time on the areas that feel clenched, contracted. I'm holding Chelsey's head with my left hand so that she's feels nice and secure as I do these compressions. Starting with even, a few minutes of suboccipital and occipital work really helps things to move more quickly. Kind of that release travels down the whole neck. So I like to start with that area. And working my way into the upper trap a little bit. The scalene muscles. And just doing nice, consistent pressure. Some therapists will only work with downward strokes. I like to do both upward and downward strokes. Just feel like I make the most of my time that way. And I'm going to go in with a little more detailed work with my thumb. So I'm just going to start stripping these muscles a little bit. And you would be surprised how much strength can come through your thumb. So just being mindful, use the right amount of pressure. And not tuning out, really listening to what's going on in Chelsey's neck. And again, if the muscle kind of clenches, you know that you're going a little too hard. And going back and forth between techniques keeps the massage feeling good, and it's more interesting to give. And I'm going to go ahead and move to the left side. And starting with these occipitals on the left. And it's really common for each side to feel a little bit different. One side's probably going to feel tighter. And holding Chelsey's head with my right hand, just to make sure that she's nice and secure. And just little, almost invisible circles along the occipital ridge. And moving into these neck muscles, these scalenes. There's a lot more sensitivity the closer to the chest that you move with your fingers, so just using slightly less pressure as I work my way down. And really check in with your own body, just see if you're leaning forward too much. Kind of roll your shoulders back and take a breath as you're giving the massage. I know sometimes I catch myself holding my breath. And finally moving into some more detailed work with my thumbs. Just finding a pace that feels good, not rushing. And I'm going to go ahead and start with some more detailed work with my thumb. Just making sure that Chelsey's head is supported with my right hand. You might be able to use a little more pressure on one side. Don't feel like you have to do the exact same thing on each side. Starting to strip these muscles a little bit. And sometimes if someone has like chronic neck pain, I'll go back and forth between sides. It's just more tolerable. And noticing a little more stiffness on this left side. Just using nice consistent pressure on my way down, but lightening the pressure when I get just below to like halfway of the neck. And always ending that more detailed work with just broader strokes that just feel good. and just checking in, seeing how things may have shifted. This usually feels really nice. Just using nice, firm pressure. And I'm going to go ahead and revisit Chelsey's occipital area just to see if she needs maybe a little more work in there. So I am noticing that on this right side, I'm going to go ahead and do some compressions with my thumb. So I think the most effective way to do massage is to really listen and not feel like a machine. So it's not like you have to do the right and then the left. Sometimes you'll have to revisit certain areas. And so by using my thumb, I'm actually able to get in there a little bit deeper. And I'm just doing like little tiny circles. An easier way to kind of get in there is make sure that you're not like behind your client. You want to come in at an angle. It's a lot easier on your wrist. You want to keep your wrist as straight as possible when you're working. And I am still supporting Chelsey's neck with my left hand. And this is actually great for just blood flow to the brain. It's good for the eyesight, actually. And even with those types of compressions, going in with broader pressure after that deeper work. And doing just really nice firm strokes at the end on each side, getting into that upper trap a little bit more towards the center of the neck. And I'm going to go ahead and end with just a simple little stretch for the neck. So I'm grabbing hold and just shaking slightly. Is that long enough? That is it for our massage today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.
If you enjoy these videos, please join us at PsycheTruthPatrons.com for dozens of exclusive videos and premium programs. We have over 1,000 videos you won't find on YouTube, such as modeling and fashion hauls, exclusive massage videos, ASMR, behind the scenes, bloopers, and much more. It's a great way to help us keep the cameras rolling so we can continue making the content you love. Patrons will get 2 to 3 new exclusive videos each week, so I hope you'll consider joining our Patreon family today. Just visit PsycheTruthPatrons.com. Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.